Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dan, the voice behind that Kaito Dan, and welcome to my reaction to the death battle between the Winter Soldier and the Red Hood. But before we get started, as always, please make sure you're watching this episode first through roosterteeth.com to support the show and the fantastic people behind it. It is the battle of the corrupted sidekicks turned vigilante anti-heroes, or just straight up heroes. But yeah, it's Winter Soldier versus Red Hood, Marvel versus DC. That's always going to be a fun one. But yeah, before we get into that, I do want to make notice of, the fact that there was an additional death battle released. I believe it was strictly focused on the show, I believe called The Boys. So yeah, I know that there was another death battle episode released promoting that and focused on the show The Boys. But I'm not going to do a reaction to that for multiple reasons. One, I've not seen The Boys and I got no real interest at the moment to watch it, so there's no personal investment for me to watch the episode. Two, it is a promotional episode from what I've seen, so I want to stick to just the mainline releases, so I'm not I'm not going out of schedule. I'm not giving myself too much to go on and too much to make content for at the moment. And that goes into the other reason. I've had to do a lot of videos for the last couple of days. I've done reactions for the recent Nintendo Direct Mini. I've done a reaction for the PlayStation 5 showcase. I've done stuff for RTX. I got 2 reviews I'm working on at the moment. So yeah, there's a lot on my palette at the moment, and I just want to make sure that I'm not going to go overboard and burn out. So I just want to keep to just the mainline releases. Maybe if there is a promotional death battle down the line that I have an interest in, I will do a reaction for that. But yeah, I got no real personal investment to watch that other death battle. So if you're wondering about that, there's my answers. But yeah, as for this death battle, this one should be fairly interesting. Not just in terms of, again, it's Marvel versus DC. That's always going to be a hotly contested debate no matter the characters. And the characters themselves should make for an interesting fight. But I believe this is going to be another live action death battle. I believe it actually might be done by the same people, but I believe the first one was Nightwing versus Daredevil. That was it. So yeah, they're doing another one of these, and I really enjoyed that last live action death battle, so I'm curious to see how this one turns out. In terms of my opinions on the characters and who I think will win, I'm sure like a lot of people would fairly admit, most of my understanding and knowledge of the Winter Soldier is through the Marvel films, Captain America Winter Soldier and all the subsequent films that the character has featured in. I'm more familiar with that version of the Winter Soldier, not really much else. But I do know, like, even though it does have obviously its differences compared to like the comics and whatnot, I am familiar enough with some of the general understanding of the character. He was Bucky Barnes, Cap's former friend and sidekick. Died at one point, got corrupted and turned into a weapon to go up against Captain America, kill him, and just basically be an assassin for people like Hydra and any kind of villain and whatnot. And then he was eventually turned over and managed to become a good guy again. So I'm familiar with him in a general understanding like that, and also Master Assassin, great with guns, knives, the usual assassin affair. Whereas with the Red Hood, I'm more familiar with him compared to the Winter Soldier because of my understanding of the character's origins, and I've seen the animated film Under the Red Hood, which is like the biggest Red Hood related material that's not comic book related. And I know that spoilers, I guess, by the way, the Red Hood is Jason Todd, I believe the second Robin. But yeah, through reasons that I'm sure this episode will explain, the interesting elements of his death are quite unique. But then he was brought back to life, basically turned into an anti-hero going up against Batman, and then later was not so much reformed, but he kind of mellowed out some of his anti-hero stuff to become more of an ally with a more aggressive approach to crime fighting compared to Batman and the others. So I'm familiar enough with him there. In terms of who I think is going to win, it's going to be close, because they're very similar in terms of like their assassin level skills, I'm sure. Their weaponry, their armory is probably going to be quite similar. The only thing that makes me want to go towards supporting Winter Soldier is because I can't remember off the top of my head, but I think they might have given him, the people who turned him into the Winter Soldier, I think they gave him something similar to the Super Soldier Serum that turned Steve into Captain America. So I think they gave Winter Soldier some means of being able to equal with a superhuman level fighter like Captain America. Whereas with the Red Hood, I think he's basically still human. The only thing that was like non-human about him in terms of like super elements is the means of bringing him back to life, the Lazarus Pit. And I don't think that gives like any real boost to a person long term, maybe short term, but I don't think there's anything on the same level as what I imagine there is for the Winter Soldier. So I'm going to go with the Winter Soldier to win this because of what I assume is the elements that helped him be on equal par or even at some point stronger than Captain America, a superhuman, versus Red Hood, who has to go up against marginally regular human beings with the odd superhero quirk. But yeah, I've rambled enough for this start, so yeah, I'm going Winter Soldier. Let's see how it all turns out, especially in this unique styled fight. So count it down with me. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Death battle time.
Sidekicks. Every good superhero or world-conquering scientist needs one. Right, Boomstick?
That's right.
Yeah, but who's the sidekick of these two?
One of us is the real sidekick here.
Such as the Winter Soldier, Marvel's brainwashed assassin.
And Red Hood, DC's resurrected Robin turned vigilante. He's Wiz and
And, I mean, it's definitely going to be interesting to see how they cover the Red Hood elements because of his origins. Again, I'm not going to do spoilers because I'm sure it's going to happen. But here we go, Winter Soldier first. And let's see if they confirm my theory.
To name a war a sequel like some sort of movie, it was a time of turmoil across the globe. The brave and patriotic did their part, including one James Buchanan Barnes, known by his friends as Bucky.
As a young lad, Bucky ripped open a standard superhero booster pack to find classic cards like Dead Parents and Deep Desire to Fight for
There's some comic book cliches for you there.
Well in the U.S. military. He joined at the age of 15 and eventually
Really?
recruited for special assignments.
That's
and
quite
training
young.
with British commandos.
Not long after that, he became friends with his own personal hero and the country's favorite Boy Scout.
Da-da-da. Oh wow, he's got trousers in this
He was
version.
initially unaware of the captain's secret identity until one night he walked in on Steve Rogers changing into his costume.
That's what happens when you don't have a lock on a tent, because you can't.
Cap had a lot of faith in Bucky and asked him to become
Gosh,
his
gee whiz, golly, I never thought. Oh god, that is. Ugh.
side by side,
I mean, it's suitable for the time period they were in, but
The duo
those
seemed to be
terms, ugh.
unstoppable until one fateful mission when they leapt after a plane to catch Nazi scientist Baron Zemo.
as you do.
Fortunately for Bucky, he was able to grab onto the plane while Cap fell into the ocean.
Yeah,
to
this is
help his
definitely
last
different than the film,
badge. Get it?
because I think it was on a train where they
Unfortunately
split up
for
and Bucky
the plane
died.
Was booby-trapped and
Ooh.
exploded.
Oh,
It appears
yeah,
that
definitely
the
different than the
captain's
film.
loyal sidekick had been killed.
But the ones we love in comic books never truly leave us.
Nope.
Sometime after the war, a Russian submarine.
I think
discovered
everyone at some
Bucky's
point has
body
died and then come back to
preserved in the
life.
icy waters of the English Channel.
They decided to scoop him up and experiment on him. Cause why not? Who could pass up a free body you found?
I guess that explains the arm getting trapped in the
Bucky's
plane and then
training
it
and
exploded.
experience made him the perfect candidate as the ultimate assassin. And after they revived and brainwashed him, they outfitted him with a shiny new bionic arm.
Turning Bucky into
The Winter Soldier.
Along with
That was
this
a
new
badass
persona,
introduction to the
Winter
character in the
Soldier
films.
sported a sundry of skills
British
throughout his
Commander.
career that made him a killing machine. For starters, he was injected with the Infinity Formula.
Which permanently
There we go.
raised his physical ability to an enhanced state.
This
That's
made him
just
a
what I was
formidable
thinking.
foe
There
even
had
for
to be something that put him on par with Captain America's super soldier serum. And they said that it was a permanent upgrade, so I think my theory is good. I feel more confident now with my pick. That was a sick fight as well.
He's skilled in everything from hand-to-hand close
Did
quarters
he
combat.
wrestle with Bear? Oh god, the
ranged weaponry.
Marvel vs. Capcom, what was it, 4, I think it was? Either way, it was the one that botched.
Sensors, so only he can shoot 'em.
If
Right,
anyone
okay.
other than the Winter Soldier tries to use these firearms, they will self-destruct.
That's gonna come into play, I bet.
Katana, throwing knives, pretty much whatever comes in the welcome bag at Assassin Con.
Always a good time at ASCON.
Meh.
But we can't forget his most
They couldn't think of a
iconic
better
piece,
name.
the arm.
Well, I mean, it's definitely the coolest metal arm I've ever seen.
What about mine? I made it myself.
Come on,
I mean, it's a little bit wimpy compared to
super buff.
that.
Plus, it's got a flamethrower, a retractable blade. It can emit electric charges, and it's so strong, knives break on impact.
It's not about the size of the arm. It's how you use it.
Whatever helps you feel confident,
It's not
dude.
indestructible. It's been torn up by a vibranium sword.
That's true.
Wait, I thought the arm was made of vibranium.
You're
Nope.
thinking of the movies. In the
Yeah.
comics, Bucky did not receive a vibranium arm birthday present from T'Challa. Canonically, his arm
Definitely
is made up of
different.
strong but unspecified metals, likely a form of titanium alloy similar to the Iron Man suit.
Even
Okay.
without vibranium,
So,
it's tough
it
to
can
keep
get
up with
damaged.
Bucky. He took a direct shot from Iron Man's repulsor blast, which
Jeez.
was strong enough to tear through a helicopter moments later.
And
Via
consider
the Red
the
Skull,
heroes he's
Nomad.
battled.
I think Nomad
Three
was
dead
Captain
with
America at
Iron
one
Man,
point.
and obviously, Captain America.
It's a shame Bucky and Cap were at odds for so long. They should have just knocked him on the head real good. That's the scientific way to get people to remember.
Someone's
who
watched
they
too many
are.
cartoons.
Or you can use a cosmic cube to rewrite their memories. That's what Captain America did to save Bucky.
Alright.
He was so pissed off. He just straight up crushed the cube with his bare bionic hand.
Damn.
All this brought him back. Bucky wasn't the same man who went into those icy waters. His remorse for his crimes was tough to overcome, and he would always wonder if he's done enough.
Definitely
good to
more of a
finally
hardened
redeem
fighter
himself.
compared to his original Bucky
It
days.
was hard to shake everything he learned from his hero, Steve. Bucky returned to fighting for justice, and even took up the shield himself for a while.
Alright.
Proving that, despite his sordid past, Bucky's persistence and
Yeah, he
resilience
definitely
makes
feels
him a hero
more
in his own
on the same level of Captain America in terms of like being more than human. So I definitely feel more confident now that I know that there was something that helped him be
When
equal
you think of the
to
word sidekick,
Cap.
Who immediately comes to mind?
You.
Bleh.
It's you.
I probably would say Luigi, but
Boy wonder.
Robin
His
makes up
iconic
as well.
crime-fighting
And yet, they're gonna go into the origins.
Close second. Too bad the Cape Crusader sidecar has been a revolving door of orphans and acrobats.
Yeah, he's had quite a few
and what-if
Robins
stories,
and
Batman has taken
sidekicks.
5 different Robins under his Batwing. Some moved on to pursue a superhero career.
Nightwing.
Others didn't turn out so lucky.
Enter Jason
Yeah, this is where the things gets
Todd,
kind
the
of
short end of the
dark.
stick, and then the fans beat him to death with it.
Jason grew up on the streets of Gotham, getting by through a life of petty crime, until eventually running into the Batman himself.
By stealing the hubcaps off the Batmobile. Exactly, yeah.
This kid's
That
got
is some
serious balls.
pretty
I mean,
gutsy moves to do.
look at the damn Batmobile and mistake it for someone
Exactly, yeah.
Bruce had recently
Give credit to him, I guess he had no choice, but
and was on the
hell of
lookout
an
for a
introduction.
sidekick. Impressed by Jason's scrappiness and latent ability, he had the 12-year-old
yeah.
Yes, he really was 12.
Yeah, he was kind of young around that point.
Child abducting habits aside, Bats hooked
Confirmed
up to
kill
live up
count
to the
83.
last Robin.
Yeesh.
Too bad this was a literal dick measuring contest that Jason had no chance in.
Despite some
Both in
moderate
terms of, like,
success,
in-universe
Jason
and
wasn't
outside of it.
exactly an extraordinary Robin. And the fans saw it too. In an unprecedented
Here we
move,
go.
DC asked their readers to vote on whether or not Jason Todd would live or die.
That actually happened,
Kill the shit
and they
out of
voted kill him.
Joker style.
And then we get into the Red Hood stuff here.
Wanna see wisdom?
Oh god, I hope that's not an actual number you can call. That would be... Ugh. But yeah, they actually made a
Jason
poll,
Todd was dead.
and they stuck to it.
Until Superboy Prime punched a
Well,
hole
until
in the fabric of
this.
reality and accidentally brought him back. True story. Don't ask.
And after a dip in a magic hot tub,
The Lazarus Pit, yep.
Jason was back in top form.
Is there anything they mentioned from this that helped him become more than human?
Means nothing.
Resolve renewed, Jason donned a new identity inspired by his own killer, the Red
Bit,
Hood.
morbid that.
Deathbed did bring
Taking on the identity of the person who killed you.
Resurrection comes at a price. Jason was already a hothead, but Red Hood had a serious temper with violent outbursts.
Yeah, he's definitely a lot more
All right in the noggin.
aggressive than old Bats.
Destroy Batman and show him his humane methods were unfit for saving Gotham.
If you haven't seen Under the Red Hood, by the way, it's a fantastic film. One of the best single Batman releases in terms of, like, outside media.
He's not exactly wrong. Where Batman failed, Jason was up for the task. He pushed himself to become a killing machine.
And this is him in Injustice 2.
Keeping up with.
Even training with the League of Assassins and the All Cast, a group of
All
night
Cast.
assassins.
So much ass stuff in this episode.
In addition to Red
That
Hood's
booty, though.
array of skills, he also maintains a serious collection in his arsenal. Most obviously, his armored cowl. While
So
it
they didn't
provides
really
him with
mention
sturdy
anything
protection,
about the Lazarus
the
Pit
sensors
giving him a
also allow
boost.
him to
More or
scan
less, it
his
kind of made him more
area,
aggressive and
neutralizing any
maybe not all
potential
right in the
stealth
head.
threats.
So
Plus, the Hood
I'm
can
feeling
also
more confident
expand,
about Winter
so
Soldier winning this.
that's convenient.
Sounds like my new hangover recipe.
Nah.
On top of the red chrome dome, Jason packs all sorts of knives, explosives, guns, and he even once summoned these weird magic swords called
Huh?
the All Blades to fight off
Ooh,
supernatural
pretty cool.
threats.
But probably most important is his continual use of venom.
Wait. What's the symbiote
Ooh.
doing here?
No, the venom drug. It's what.
Oh,
they
this
use
is
to
interesting. I
kill
didn't think about this.
Swole.
Wiz, have you ever been to the town, like even once?
Something about
Dummy.
Wiz saying swole.
Carry your arbitrary burdens.
Hey, dummy.
Venom is an addictive steroid that increases strength and stamina tenfold.
Right.
A normal dose also affects the mind, dumbing it down and causing bouts of rage. But Jason.
Okay.
Superpowers,
Uh-oh.
Here I come. You can call me the Red Neck.
Ugh.
No, you're supposed to inject it.
Oh, God. Oh, poor dummy. Look at his face. Dummy's got a face like, I have seen some shit.
Clean that up.
Hey, come on.
Red Hood's strong enough to fight off monsters twice his size, tear through alien tendrils, and even
So I
once
didn't think
Red
he
Hood
had,
fought Supergirl.
Venom.
You can hold up a small part of a collapsing building, dodge bullets, and even once survived an all-cast ritual called the Cleansing, which no human has been able to do in over 1,000 years.
And
So
while it's difficult
there
to
is
prove
more
this
to him than just
superseded
being
Jason's
human.
Worthiness or stubbornness.
I guess this is what happens when you look at other material bar just what you know of, like, one film.
Green hole, or at least he carries enough explosives to blow a hole through it.
Jeez.
Either way, I wouldn't
Defeated
want to
Tim
go
Drake,
one-on-one
Joker,
with
Ra's al
this
Ghul,
guy.
Red
Catwoman.
Hood also has plenty of that bat-like stealth ability to match his brute strength.
Of course, everyone in the Bat family can do that kind of stealth move.
Even Bruce will be proud of that one.
Despite how Jason tried to kill him. But the Red Hood failed, and was left to re-examine his own personal code. He ultimately decided to be a hero again, albeit a very conflicted one.
He even teamed up with Bats and even worked alongside other Robins. He also leads a group of ragtag heroes called the Outlaws.
The roller coaster of Red Hood's crime-fighting career has...
So he leans more into the anti-hero element more than Winter Soldier does,
made him a violent vigilante who takes the law
but
into
he's
his
at least turned the corner now, so to
Those are the
speak.
heads of all your lieutenants. That took me 2 hours. You want to see what I can get done in a whole evening?
Damn. But yeah, I didn't really think about any kind of outside element like Venom or other stuff that he did in the comics. But I am going to stick with my pick of the Winter Soldier winning this. But let's get into the live action fun.
Jason, it's me.
Is that Kevin Conroy?
8 assassins from the League of Shadows were gunned down 2 miles from your current location.
It
Like a party.
sounds similar to him.
Rounds from a modified M4. A gun I know is in your arsenal.
I want to say it's not Kevin Conroy, but if they did get him, that's awesome. I mean, we got Dante Basco in the Zuko fight.
You can count on me to crack the case. In fact, I believe there's
Alright, I'm already liking this in terms of like the directing and
Jason,
the outfit looks pretty sick. That's a pretty cool helmet. And now I want takeaway. Damn it, I'm hungry now. Yeah, that outfit looks pretty cool. Like, you got the similar armor and the red, oh. I don't think he's gonna be behind there. You just regularly have a light going wah, wah, wah. Oh, here we go. Okay, so maybe he was behind there. Hey, that's a sick entrance. Okay, here we go. Oh, and he's even got the like the eyeshadow stuff. I mean, it looks close enough to the Winter Soldier from the films. Here we go. Yeah. We're already liking this in terms of like how authentic this feels. You can clearly tell that these two and like everyone who's worked on this are passionate about this project. Psych. Is that bat stealth? I think that's like lesson 1 of being like part of the Bat family. You gotta know how to disappear somehow out of sight in a second. Where is he? Peekaboo! Ooh. How the hell did he get to the Red Hood helmet on his desk? Unless he's got like spares around. Good stuff already. I'm liking this. Ooh! Uh-oh, yeah. Funny thing about this guy, he's got more than his guns. There it is. Oh, that looks cool. That is awesome. Loving it. Again, that bat stealth. And nice, good editing there as well, making it feel very seamless. Oh! Knife fight time. I'm liking the camera work as well. It's like active and moving, but it's not like going so fast you don't know what actually is going on. You can't tell any of the movements, even with some of the sharp cuts we got going here. Ooh, love that. Making sure that there's a nice attention to detail with a scrape down the mask. Ooh! Ugh. That's gonna hurt even with the helmet. Don't think that's gonna work. Ugh.
My turn.
Pretty cool. Oh! Hey, well. Now he's a bit more armless. Can resist. Woo! Jesus Christ. I'm digging this. Uh-oh. The hell was that? Oh. Oh god, he's using a crowbar. PTSD. Oh, that is creepy. I don't think that's Mark Hamill, but whoever's doing it is like a damn close impression of him. That laugh as well. Jesus. Oh. Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of PTSD underneath that red hood. Yeesh. Really cool. I gotta see the behind the scenes stuff of this and see like how they work with the arm and all the effects. Here comes the Venom. Oh boy. Oh, that gross clicking sounds of the bones. This is where the fun begins. Fair reaction. Jesus. Now he's a bit more of a beast. Now this is getting interesting. How does Venom help his chances against someone like the Red Hood? Not the Red Hood, the Winter Soldier with that infinity thing. Jeez. Definitely make you feel all these hits they're sharing. Jeez. Yeah, I definitely need to check out the behind the scenes for this. This looks awesome. Ah. I don't think that's going to work for you, buddy. The, signature. Bada boom. Boom. Oh, boy. Oh! Oh, that is gruesome. Hey, I think I've won.
This is Agent Barnes. Target eliminated.
Oh, what a way to go. Crushed brain by metal hand. Well, tough luck for you, mate. Now you got Batman coming for you. You just killed one of his kids. KO! Got it right! I'm back on track after a few rocky decisions. I think I've lost the last two. But yeah, first off, props to the guys behind the fight. That is awesome. Definitely, yeah. Alright, here we go. Breaking it down. But Winty had decades of training on him with commandos, as the captain's sidekick, an emo assassin, and even as Captain America himself.
The Winter Soldier also had an edge in defense. His metal arm was able to shatter a knife on impact, but when Red Hood took a similar hit, his helmet cracked.
So it's not as strong.
Didn't have any way to stop that arm for good, or Bucky's superhumanness. Sure, using Venom could even the playing field for a short time,
but it's not enough to match up, yeah.
Nothing compared to a metal arm and the permanent infinity formula.
I was thinking there was going to be someone like that to help out.
Grip out of context. She wasn't expecting the Venom, and they weren't even fighting in the first place. It's interesting, but not nearly as noteworthy as it sounds.
Yeah, we know for a fact Venom is a 10-time strength booster. There's no way Red could match a Kryptonian in a real brawl.
Not a chance, no.
Red Hood was a deadly combatant, but the Winter Soldier one-upped him with superior experience, survivability, and a consistent strength advantage.
Phew, I'm glad I got that one right.
The Winter.
Ugh. That's a bad one, even for me.
Is the Winter Soldier.
Okay, I got it right. Let's see what is in the next fight. I'm definitely gonna have to check out the behind-the-scenes stuff afterwards, and also see who the voice of like the Batman and the Joker was in this. Here we go, fight preview time. Oh, Venom versus Crowder. Oh, that's interesting. Venom versus Crowder. I think Venom's been in a fight already in the past, but I think this is the first time we've got, I want to say this is the first time we've got a Soul Eater character. I don't know. I mean, a lot of us want Maka to go up against Ruby from Ruby. But I don't know if there's like maybe one with Black Star or Death the Kid. But yeah, Krona going up against Venom. That's going to be interesting. But yeah, as for this fight, I really enjoyed it. Again, massive props to the performers of the fight and all the people behind like the directing, the camera work, all the editing as well, costume design, fantastic stuff. Again, it felt very authentic to like other live action comic book productions. And the choreography was fantastic. Felt gritty, felt impactful. It wasn't too flashy, still keeping in line with the fact that they're assassins and they're not the most overtly like extreme of fighters. They rather keep it grounded for the most part. And again, great storytelling as well. I love the use of PTSD with bashing Red Hood's head in with a crowbar, and we hear Joker's laughing and like he's not coming to save you. That is very good stuff. That I like it when they do mix in a little bit of storytelling with these fights, and they're not just like bashing two figures against each other, so to speak. And yeah, I got it right. I was exact on my my theory. I wasn't too confident going in at first, but I just felt if the Winter Soldier was built to go up against someone like Captain America, a superhuman fighter, then there had to be something that can help give him an edge to be on equal level. So yeah, it was that Infinity whatever thing, which again, I'm glad it was like a permanent thing versus like Venom, which I didn't really calculate until they mentioned it. I didn't really have that cross my mind. I don't think there was any Venom mentioned in Under the Red Hood. But hey, that's what happens when you don't know all the different versions of the character, and that's why it's a good thing that they do look at other media like the comics, games, TV shows, and animation and whatnot. So yeah, I love this. Fantastic stuff in terms of like the jokes and the ending. Poor dummy as well with getting like puked up on. Ugh. And yeah, I loved it. This was a fantastic fight. I'm very eager to see the next one, especially as someone who really enjoys Soul Eater. I'm very interested to see how they do Krona going up against someone like Venom. And who knows, maybe one day we will get our Ruby versus Maka death battle, now that they seems to be, it could be the first time we're getting Soul Eater characters. But let me know what you thought about this fight and my reaction in the comments down below, and while you're at it, hit the subscribe and bell buttons and tick the notification box to make sure you get every new video from me as they drop, and follow me on Twitter at ThatKaitoDan for more on any future reactions, updates to the channel, and more. But until next time, have a good day or good night, and peace out.